I kind of sound like a spoiled kid. I want to get a Tesla, but they do have a cheaper one now, and it's quite affordable. But when you go through the pricing on their website, it's kind of cheeky what they do. So you either have the choice of the cash option or the hire purchase. So pick the hire purchase. It starts off at something like 500, and then it's got another box that says after savings. So it goes down to 380. So you think it's not that bad, but I don't think I'd actually be paying the 380. It'd be more like the 590 or 580, because that fuel saving, I'm not really going to be using that. I'll be charging the car at home because I've already got the charger. So I wouldn't really understand it unless I spoke to someone on the phone. Like, I'm pretty sure they're just trying to convince me to buy it and do that. But there's also something else, road tax. So I was reading up, and it turns out that an electric car should have 0 road tax, but there's a VED, which is like vehicle emissions something. You have to pay it the first year. It's £1,600 for that. Because it's over £40,000, you have to pay the luxury tax. I don't know if they're the same thing, but anyway, it's something else. So the car works out a bit more expensive. People have been saying the build quality on the Model 3 isn't that great. Other people say it is, but I don't know. It's an American car. I'm used to my German cars, so I've ordered the ID.3. The ID.3 should be similar to this car, the GTE, but with the difference that it is fully electric, and it's the first long-range vehicle. So there's 3 models. The first edition is going to be a special edition version, which uses the middle range battery, which is 58 kilowatt hours. You should get a range of 260 miles off for charge. Now I know in this car I get 31 miles off of a charge, but that's false. If I check in my sat-nav, the MFD multifunction display, I actually get 16 if I'm using heating, preheating. Preheating the car is nice, but you lose like 3 miles every time you do a journey, so you are losing out on that too. If you have lights on, heating on, radio on, all of that uses more energy. You're not going to get 30 miles. In the summer, with no heating, no lighting or anything, I've managed to get 20 miles. I don't think I've got anything more than that, really. And it's to do with like how you drive as well. So is it really, really slow? Is it a slower road? Is it a fast road? Are you going to use more up? Are you going to accelerate quickly? Brake harshly? You do regen, but there's no way you recycle the energy 100%. There's some loss. So I think the new one will be better anyway. So 258 miles, if I get half of that, that's absolutely fine. The long journey I've done this week was 100 miles each way. In between services had rapid charge. The new car's going to be able to charge at 125 kilowatt speed. This car only charged at 7, even though I plug into the fast chargers and I occupy them. And other people that have battery only wouldn't like it because that's the only choice they have, but I block up a parking space charging my car. Although I do get to have 0 emissions, which helps the planet. 0 emissions is important because less pollution, it's better for the environment. It doesn't cost anything as well. So when I plug it in at home, the smart meter shows me it costs me 50p each time I charge it up. But remember, this battery is very small, so it only gets me 30 miles, but it doesn't actually get 30 miles, it's just, yeah. So 50p for that. It's probably going to be like a few quid to charge up the other car. It's not a problem. You won't have to charge it every single day as well, whereas this, every time I get home I plug it in, it's charging. So it's quite a different thing. But the car won't be out yet. It's just a ticket for a pre-order system, and once pre-orders go live, I'll have a first spot, kind of like what Tesla did. So Volkswagen are doing that now. What else? There are some features that the car's got that this car doesn't have. So the first thing is the matrix headlights. They're meant to look like eyes. So when you walk up to the car, there will be a key fob that you have, and when you walk close to it, it winks at you. Now, I don't know how good that is or how useful that is, but it's like a toy sort of feature of the car. It's quirky, gives it character. Maybe my kid will like it. So there's that. You're supposed to have these suicide doors, so the front door's open normally, the back door's open in reverse, kind of like the Rolls-Royce Phantom and the BMW i3. But I don't think you'd have to open the first door to open the second door, like the i3's got half a door. The 0 to 60 time, they haven't officially published what the output is of the engine, but there's talk that it's going to be around 170 horsepower, so it's 30 horsepower less than this, but this one's got the combination of the petrol electric, so when I hit this button, you get instant acceleration, which is great. Well, instant, you get a massive boost. So the 0 to 60 time in this one's meant to be 7 seconds. The 0 to 60 time in the other one should be a bit better. Also, this has got gears. The other one won't have gears because it'll be a full electric, so it'll be linear speed. It should be the same power delivery, constant power delivery as you go up. No changing gears, rocking around. The torque will be a lot higher with it being electric, I hope. This one's already electric, but it's only, I think it's like a 150 watt motor it's got in it, but I don't know for sure. It's going to be better than this one. It's going to be faster than this one. What else has the car got? It's got more space inside. So this car's got a combustion engine in the front, so there's not as much room. They say that the ID is going to be 10 centimeters longer than the Golf. This is the Golf 7.5. It's also got the space of the Passat inside it, which is interesting because it's a smaller car, but because of the new platform, everything's underneath the floor, so you'll have more legroom, more space here. From the pictures I saw that it has only 4 seats inside, not a middle seat. That's not a problem. I don't like using the middle seat anyway, and when you do put people in there, there's no room and you're sitting on top of each other, so it'd be nice to have that. And a bigger boot as well, because the boot in this one, you've got a petrol tank, so you can't actually put much in the boot.